Hello, Alfonso, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, teacher. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you too?
Good at the moment. Good at the moment.
Uh, do you have a lot of work?
Oh, a lot of, a lot of,
Yeah, I
but
saw.
thanks
Yeah,
to
I
God.
saw.
Thanks to God, yes. Thanks to God, there are a lot of work.
Yeah, it's complicated. Complicated. Work hard, a lot of hard every day. Uh, how is your afternoon?
Well, this afternoon, yes, I am too busy. I am too busy, but well, teacher, I feel well. Excuse me. I feel very well. I feel very good because thanks to our God, we had health. That is the important idea to have good health, have our family in a good way, in a good moment. So it's the important thing.
Yeah, clearly, this is one of the most important thing in
Yes,
this
teacher.
is moment. Okay, Alfonso, today we are talking about topic that you like very much. We're talking about youth or adolescents, young people, the social problem today is young people or youth. Do you mean youth?
But teacher,
Do you mean youth? Youth?
young, yes, is similar to adolescents, young people,
You, not young or you? Youth.
youth,
Youth.
joven,
Youth is juventud. Youth.
joven,
Youth. Juventud. Youth.
youth. Yes, okay.
Okay, youth and adolescent are the same thing. This topic today is the topic today. Youth, young, adolescent, social problem today, youth. This is the topic today, and I want to try to use verb to be better that question negative way and positive way. I'll give you an example about the topic today, and my opinion, the social problem of today's youth, or not they have many problems in social problem in young people. When for me, in personal opinion, society nowadays it isn't what it was a decade ago. People change, and so that's in society. The problem that our grandfathers experienced with our parents are the same that our parents experienced with us. A long time ago, do you know? Nobody, everybody know it is a better education for children. Better education for children. The father was very strict with
Strictly.
you, strict with other children. Father punish you if you do something wrong. Either you grow out with a better person, the good behavior, and more responsibility with you and the other in society and other person. Nowadays, young people are exposed to major social problems and affect their life negative way, and negative way. The social problems are drugs and violence, alcohol, small cigarette, and go out. They don't want to accept your advice of the adults. And in today's school drugs are very common. Peer pressure usually is the reason for the usage. Violence is a major social problem that our society face because violence get them all the many problems, bullying, many situations different. One long time ago exists the bullying, but the bullying there is different way. Maybe we we are was right. We are aware. Excuse me. We are aware more strongly with, and they you some no and other kids want to bully you. They bully you, not the problem. You smile, or you laugh, and you bullying or you try to defy other students. And this is moment, long time ago. But right now it's complicated. It's complicated. It's a situation. And in general, you be your example, you have experience about an adolescent and youth or and you right now, not a lot of experience. Tell me about your general thinking and young people.
Well, teacher, I think that I am agree with you. I feel I think in the same way of you. I think that nowadays, well, the study or the studying process is better now than last 2 or 5 years ago. But I think that the process or the studying process is better now, but the discipline or the rules is worse now. Is worse, excuse me, is worse now because, for example, nowadays you remember that when, um, for example, the last year, so 5 years ago or 10 years ago, our teachers say that made a father's meeting or parents meeting. When the teachers make a parents meeting in the score of the years, in the meeting the teacher say told or said all the problems for each student. You remember that?
Yeah, you remember that teacher had a lot of complaint about you and the father. Okay, you are the behavior
Yes.
right here. You are the wrong way, and home. The solution of this problem. Okay, you have no let's worry and punish you at home. Yeah,
Yes, I think that when the teacher say the several problems of the each student, I think that our fathers in that time take care about that problems, take a lot of care about that problem. In some case, the parents push or penalize him or excuse me, uh, penalize us in front of the teacher. And in the other case, well, several teacher or I think that a little teacher penalize the student, but in the majority of case, the teacher says or told to the father, to the parents. And the parents, when we arrive to the home or the house, of the penalize was difficult, was very strong, strained. Our fathers penalize us. He does punish us for the score in the in the school score. And all of things, all of the things or the bad things that we make our fathers uh, truth the teacher or believe all the things that the teacher say then. And nowadays I think that our uh, okay. Nowadays I think that our teacher un momento. and our teacher said a lot of things. Said um, and our teacher speak with the student, speak with the father, and mostly of these parents don't believe or doesn't don't believe to the teacher, don't believe to the problem of the student. For example, a majority of mostly of that parent say that is a lie, is a lie of their son or their children. So that happened. That's proposed. So that's that's uh, um, that kind of problem promote or provoke that the students take a lot of change and be worse person. I think that the principal problem is not the law, is not the politician. I think that is the problem of our families feel. I think that because if our father or our parents uh, our parents made several or made strong rules in the house. I think that the student uh, be better person, be become a better person, become a good student. I think that the law is not the problem. I think that that is the problem the social problem is in the family process, in the family rules.
Yeah, I know. I read some. We just do read some. But yeah, well, long time ago, it's great, a wonderful education for children, for us. Right now, we are lost. We are lost in very much the control and our children's. I'm going to show you my screen about the Robotui sample. More. Do you know how to apply the Robotui? Or do you know to use Robotui?
Yes, teacher, I
Robotui,
am gonna with
affirmative.
verbo.
Yeah, I am. Affirmative, you are. He is. She is. It is his. We are. You are. They are. Negative. I am not. You are not. He's not. She's not. He's not. We are not. You are not. We are not. In contraction, yes, I am. I am not. And you aren't. He isn't. She isn't. Isn't. We aren't. You aren't. They are negative way. Contraction. Interrogative. This is confused sometimes. That people they say, "Am I?" And I am. Yes, I am. In contract. Am I? Who I am? Do you know how is the good pronunciation? Or you listen other pronunciation about this is in questions? This is what?
I I listen some expression than am I, but we learn, for example, I learned that an I, but this is good to learn different pronunciation. Am I?
Am I? And it's quite in the on the movie and Jackie Chan you said, who am? Who am? ¿Quién soy yo? Do you watch the movie? ¿Quién soy yo? Jackie Chan.
Wait a minute, teacher. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Okay, teacher. Uh,
Yeah.
I can talking.
Okay, yeah, I continue. The Jackie Chan movie, he is screaming and the tall, the building, who I am, who I am. And so you, who I am. How many people you say, who I am I? Who am I? So, who I am, who I am. Just question. Some more people say, who I am is more polite. I think it's more polite. Who I am, que soy yo. Are you street? It is. That's just, it is. Question. Are we, are you, are they? Well, then go ahead down, you. I'm talking about you. You have given your opinion about them. And what about thinking about the current youth, or current young people, the problem, situation, and different. The father give them many frees, and they want to do the one they do want to do. And the father permit many things. The young people and let them do anything. You play game. Is there want to study or read or to do a homework, a problem? The father today want to do the homework with the kids and children and putting discipline or responsibility in them on them. This is also the society is they have the problem with the kids. Do you have experience? Tell me what are the cause of early home desertion?
The what
What is the cause of the early home desertion?
dissertation? The cause, the principal cause, the
The
cause.
main cause. Main cause.
I think that
Of
this
early
is the in the school teacher.
desertion at home. At home.
Um,
In school, one all together. At home, in school. First, at home. But today, right now, nowadays, uh, I saw many children, many young over here living on the street. Homeless, I don't know the reasons. You had a speaking about it. You have to rescue many children in the street. I thought, doesn't it?
yes, teacher, I am listening. I
Uh,
think that well, I think that uh, the principal idea or the principal state is the bad the bad um, the bad learning or the bad teaching about the parents of them the about the parents um, about the parents growing up or about the parents bring up the students, excuse me, the son or their children, because I think that the children uh, when the children uh, when the children respect their father, I think that the family is good. But when the children the children don't respect, is children don't respect or doesn't? It's done because it's several.
yeah, it's plural. The
The
children is
the children,
plural. They shield. It shields. It doesn't. Shield doesn't.
all the
Mm.
children don't respect and don't respect their fathers. The children take the decision or take the the idea to desertion their house or their home. because I think that several times the children doesn't don't respect their parents, and when their parents take care about that problem, when their parents they take the take care or become strong, and the children take the decision to to desertion or to go out of the home. And the other thing is the law the law uh, promote, or the law here in Colombia, that is penal code of the infants and adolescents. I think that they promote the children, or promote that the young um, the sir or go out of the house, because when they go out of the house, the ECBF take them and um, finalize or finish to to bring up that adolescent, and they promote that the family uh, don't care or don't take care about that children or that young.
Oh, okay. Oh, children cannot stand such demand from their parents. Maybe this is the reason. The children cannot stand such demands from the parent. Maybe the parent had many demands for them. He taking and to live at home. This is idea. They giving a more responsibility and one responsibility. And so in this moment, there are the problems. The main problem is the father they protect very much you children or your children. They have responsibility. They know how to good behavior and prefer to go out or not pay attention to children. You should every day stay on the street or to the other person. No, take care of the children very well. Just the children very well. Your children keeping in their clothing. They had bad behavior, and we out the wrong advices. And maybe this is one reason the children, when had the problem with the parents, they decided to leave our home.
Yes, yes.
This is the reason. And you work and you work and then you looking around or you looking for around or you go to around. You have to find or encounter many children in the street.
Many children, what, teacher?
Many children in the street. You see the many children in the street and you work.
Well, teacher, here in Monteria uh, is very good moment. Is very basically very good city. Is very good saint city. I think that Monteria have don't have enough problems or enough crime. The principal crime here is uh, sexual abuse, and and uh, the other is the kind of the drugs, or kind of the excuse me the illegal goods. But Montreal is very good. It's a good city. Um, in the street in the street when I work in the street 5 or 3 years ago in a motorcycle, a patrolman, like a patrolman. Uh, and uh, I attend I attend a little case. I attended a little case of children that live in the street. For example, here in Monteria, it was is a difficult problem or is an important problem that the student stay in the in the traffic lights or in the street in the night at night is a difficult is a an important problem. So the majority of the police or ICBF infants and adolescents police in mostly or in several times, no sé, several times. They then as the children, take the children, and to translate to um, an special house, on a special um, or move that says children to a special house in of ICF or ICF house. We are here. There are a little is some case there are a little case or any there are a little case for the children in the street because here is the family and the culture is strong and the children need to stay need to stand in their house.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a good tradition. There are yet it keep the good tradition, the old tradition. There's the culture the children. So very easy. Here in Medellin, there are many problems about it. There are many children in the street, living in the street, and using drugs, using humanity, different smoking, and yeah, without mother. Alone in the street, you see it, and sleeping in the street, and like everything, the cartoon, the tunes, or everything to sleep on the floor and the floor. It's just a problem, the big problem here in Medellin. Every day in cranes, every day in cranes is a problem here in Medellin with young people and young people. Why children every day are more rebellious? What are you thinking about this?
Are
And
more what, teacher?
why children every day are more rebellious? Rebellious.
Rebellious.
Which, yeah, which is the first cause of their behavior?
I think that is the principal idea, or in my opinion, I think that the principal thing or the principal idea is that the respect because our these children or our children in Colombia, Colombian children, don't respect anything, don't respect anybody, don't respect their mother, don't respect their father, their grandmother, grandparents. And if the children don't respect their parents, imagine to the police, imagine to the into the law, imagine to the to the to the culture. And I think that is the principal reason is that the children of the youth don't respect the family, don't respect the parents. When the police officer or when the institution would like to make an important thing for that student and for that children, the children don't care or under respect the institution and become or change the help the helping for injures or becoming a problem. So the police or the politician made the process of the capture.
You think, or what is your opinion in human rights? Human rights has some guilt in this.
Son what, teacher?
Guilt or fault or guilt. Guilt is culpa.
Culpa. Girls, culpa.
Human rights has some guilt in this. This is behavior, cause behavior right now, and youth people.
I think the human rights is a good code, is good rights, a good law for all of the world, around the world.
Yeah, it's better or it's worse?
No,
Better
it's
or
good.
worse?
It's good for our the human right is good. It's a good law around the world. But the problem happened in Colombia. I think that the problems take their rights, and I think that the Colombian people or the Colombian politician or the Colombian judgment, how many jueces, um, think that our country is the judges. I think that the Colombian judges think that the think that the all the Colombian people are civilized or are legal or are good culture like Europa, like like
Europa,
in
Europe.
Europe people like United States or American people. Remember that American and Europe people are country are and what is the developed country are developed country have another a good medicine, had a good technology, had a good laws. So I think that the problem is that the judges judge that is jueces think that in Colombia we have uh, all that kind of advantage, and that happen then that promote that the our law or the human rights applicate or be applicate applied applied in our country in a bad way, because for example here in Colombia we have guerrillas, we have crime groups, we have corruption, we have enough problem, and that promote that the violence, the corruption continue, and the human rights be the problem o become una problem o become a, a bad eh, a bad obstacle for the social right or the social life or for the social field or academic field.
You're talking about develop. Uh,
Develop,
the bellow is the bellow
development.
could be the different behavior in the some
Yes,
people in Colombia here. The young people or young and Europe and United States have a different behavior. The good behavior, maybe they want to live well. For me,
yes,
it's the right. The law in the United States and Europe is very hard. In general, the parent know about the laws is very strongly in the United States. So they try to teach your children how is the law, how is your behavior, and they figure it out. When they see the law, this is very strong law. They they stop your behavior, your bad behavior. Uh, but for me, really, no is different, but no is the reason why in here in Colombia, maybe the parents had to play more responsibility in disciplining you and your children. But for you, certainly, what could be the solutions?
I finish. I agree with you. I say the same opinion. I have the same opinion with you. And well, the laws be more strong and become more strong, become more strictly. And but we need that the that's rules applied for everybody in the same way. For example, that the thief that the people that steal dinner or steal money to other people is the same is the same or is the same stall that the politician steal the money for the institution or for the academic process or for the center medical center because the laws here in Colombia are applied in different ways to a different person. It's that the person have no money, the laws change, and if the people don't have no money, the law is very strong for that person.
Yeah, the difference in Colombia and another country is the, for example, children from age are criminally liable. Liable, you know, liable?
No, teacher, what do you mean for libel?
Liable es penal. Criminal liable, responsabilidad penal. Criminally liable, responsabilidad penal. Children from age, desde qué edad criminally liable. Desde qué edad tienen responsabilidad penal los niños. This is different in Colombia and the United States. United States is early. You are around age 8 or 10 years. Have the criminally liable. liable. In Colombia, from age. Do you know from age
Uh,
a
well, the
responsibility?
yes, teacher. The criminal responsibility or the criminal libel.
Es penal, es penal.
Yes, but is I think that I think that it better uh, penal is the same penal responsibility.
Criminally liable. Criminal
Criminal
liable.
criminal libel.
Liable. O
Can
sea,
you
penal.
can you write in the in libel libel?
Yeah, responsabilidad penal.
I think is better criminal responsibility or criminal will culpa libel li, libel
Criminally liable.
libel libel yeah, yeah. Okay, libel. I think that the criminal libel, but criminal libel is for adjective. It's an adjective, no? Is
Yeah.
subject, is responsable, sujeto, propenso. Well, I think that here in Colombia, in the 10 and 98 code or 98 10 and 98 law, Infants and Adolescent Code say that the criminal responsibility or the criminal liable start at 14 years old and 14 years old until until 18 years old or 17 years old. One day to finish or one day before the Jones or the adolescents um, uh, uh, what I mean on complete the majority of the year or the majority of the age.
Yeah, this is no, it was what they really, the government is responsibility is them with the children process with the, the young people process, not his responsibility at all. For example, why young people are losing more every day in the use of drugs or alcohol?
Drugs harmful.
Yeah, drugs or alcohol.
What is the mean for harmful?
Alcohol, 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 alcohol.
Ah, okay.
I pronounce it alcohol.
Alcohol.
Alcohol, yeah, alcohol, 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 con J, alcohol. Yeah, alcohol is a drug. For example, when people say something and they give you a fault or guilt. Before guilt or fault is culpa, no? Sometimes people give you a fault, le da la culpa o le da la culpa because the children get carried out away by friends. Carry out away by friends. Do you know meaning carry away?
En Carrier Way es en la ya salirse del camino.
No, carry out way es dejarse llevar.
¿Cómo, cómo?
Es como dejarse llevar, como
Dejarse
seguir,
llevar.
como,
Carrier
sí,
Way.
como carry away. They get carried away by friends. Sometimes the friend had the good advice, the bad advice, the wrong advice, and he starting to use drugs and drinking alcohol or liquor a lot. This is the reason the children lost. In the school or the street or the had many friends, different thinking, different growing process, different things, different thinking, as in the what to experiment and many things. If they lost in the drugs and liquors.
Yes, teacher. I think that well, I think that that is the other cause or the other reason that the student or excuse me the children or the Jones drink alcohol is the sample of their fathers. A lot of fathers drink a lot of alcohol, a lot of beer in front of in front of them, and several times promote or give drink or give beer to their sons or to their children, and the children become drinkers and be drinkers difficult be drinker. I think that is the example of the father. I think that.
Uh, yeah, no, in many situations I saw the father give a drink or alcohol and your children. They are feel happy. I saw a lot of this is sense. What is the responsibility of the parent institutions, teacher, government, or school in this situation? It's every day in things and around the world. The children is using to crossing, of course. What is the responsibility? What is your responsibility? Your responsibility. You work for you work to government. You work to government. That's right.
Okay. Yes, but well,
Yeah. Then what is your responsibility? And try to stop this situation.
first when I work in the patrolman in the police patrolman, the principal responsibility is to to what is the mean for them? um, good over, or to pass a review for all the people, for all the discos, or all the bars. When the police uh, pass the review, or check that kind of place, bar approved, and the police officer take them adolescents and childhood on adolescents, and translate, or, or take them to the or transport them to the institution, to the ICF, or to the family house, and make uh, a kind of call it attention, call it attention to their father, and penalize the bar, or penalize the pub. Is
Just,
the principal
just
reason.
the theory I told you about the responsibility about the children and stress about the children in
Javier, ¿cómo está?
responsibility and try to give you advice or on the start or give you many activities and start this is practice and the people. It's your responsibility.
My
Your
responsabilidad.
responsibility is taken. Your responsibility is taking the children, taking ECF, justice.
Yes, yes, just to translate, just to transport the adolescents to the ICF, and the ICF making a calling attention, or an advice to their father. The police officer only need to translate, inform, or or what is the to report the adolescents, and report the information to the ICF, and the ICF made the call it attention.
This is your responsibility. You work for the government. It's just your
Yes.
responsibility. Maybe
Uh,
not is maybe for me that's no way it is working or that way it is working to try to recover the children, how they or help the children to let the drugs, to let the drinking beer or alcohol. Is it is working. This is way. This is way it's working to take it in and let the TCF.
well, in another, it depends on, for example, in another case, there are a lot of classmates, excuse me, a lot of a lot of companions, or mates that made um, slide, or made introduce the topics, like alcohol, like drinking, like the problem of drinking a lot of beer, a lot of alcohol. That our classmate, our mate, made that kind of meeting in the school. It's in a prevention. It's a kind of a prevention in around the school, around the family meetings, in a special meeting with the student, with the family. But in the street, the national police need to make a lot of plans to translate, or to check the place, when or where the Jones, or where the adolescents are drinking.
What do you do when you see at the street the children drinking alcohol, you said drugs? You
Uh,
take it, you take
yes,
it,
we
or the children have given you help, have given you help, or immediately you see the children you catch him.
when the people when for example, in the case of the woman, young woman, um, when we when we know or when we watch or when we see an women and an adolescent women uh, very very drunk, very bad, we need to translate to the medical center for an special attention, and we call them her parents, and immediately we inform or report to the ICF. When the ICF arrive in some case, because ICF is difficult to arrive in to the case, and we immediately make a date, make a date uh, that the parents need to present in the ICF. ICF made another thing, made a meeting, made an attention call it, made an special um, psychology assistance to the child or to the Jones, and continue with another process. It's a long process. It's a long process, but if the father don't assist, or the father doesn't assist to the dates, it's difficult problem. It's difficult to make a good job.
Oh, okay, thanks. So, you don't you go to the school to do prevention talks, or another police officer go to
I made
go
the
to a school?
I made that kind of things 2 years ago, 1 years ago. But nowadays I am working only in investigation or only in research. So I only investigate the important or difficult or seriously problems. Like for example, in the crimes of the law, in the law code and penal law.
Okay, and what is the responsibility at school with the children and use of drugs in the school and breaking the law? What's the responsibility in the school?
In the school, and what is my responsibility in the schools? No, teacher, I don't have any responsibility because I work with them. I'm working now with the uh, with the what is the correct name? Procedure or prosecution. What I mean, prosecution. And we only, for example, in the prosecution, we need to investigate the criminal, the crimes. But the police officer, for example, I know that infants and adolescent group, he made a lot of meetings, a lot of meeting with the student, a lot of meeting with the teacher, and made a course and a kind of course with the children, develop or they develop activities with the student, when that student, of prevention of alcohol, drugs, and other important problems.
Yeah, okay. But on my opinion, the institution has the responsibility with the student. They have to enforce it. They see
Like
strain,
as a teacher,
a teacher or institution
as a teacher.
if they see something strange and many children or students, they have to inform the police if they see anything abnormal in the children. Report and try to give it a call a psychology or ESLF to try to do the meeting with
Yes, it's
parents.
I think that the teacher nowadays are um, a lot of fearful. Fearful is well is funky or fearful. He are fearful because because they fearful is because they don't like, or they, excuse me, they don't like to demand, or to the to sue the, or to inform, or to report the problems in the school, or in the institution, because mostly of the teacher uh, are uh, are are fearful of the some student, because some students are very dangerous, um, are very dangerous, or very bad student. So the teachers are very afraid, or very fearful for that student. And in the majority of the case, the teacher don't like to demand, or don't like to report the problems for that student. But the teacher and the principal, or the duty that of the teacher is to the report to the principal manager in the school, and next to report in some case, for example, for drugs, to report to the prosecution, and to report us what happened, on important information, and next to report to the ICF. And we continue, for example, in the case of the prosecution, we start an investigation that for that student that take drugs in the school.
What is the responsibility of the government? The government responsibility. What is the new strategy or looking for? What is the new strategy to try to start this situation occurring every day and in this country that the children lost and used to drugs, smoking, cigarette, prostitution, and many things, and the social, school, and at home. What is the responsibility of the government?
I think that the principal responsibility for the government is to change the law, or to change the 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 laws. Yes, the principal law. For example, penalize, be strong, or the government need to be very, very strong with the people that they spend, or than spend drugs around the school. And I think that the law is very, very um, very, very loose, or very, very lazy for that kind of the crimes, or that kind of criminal. And next, I think that the the government need to make special rules in the school, uh, to promote that the teacher can check the the badge of the student, can check, for example, the can check, for example, the conform and the behavior, or or the uh, the attitude for the student. I think that is the principal reason.
Yeah, the government have the most, they have more responsibility. The Constitution say the government have to protect the kids, the children, and the human right, international human right. You have to protect the children. It is the main reason why this country. But I know it's really difficult to try to catch all the spend the people spend, draw expense around the school. Every day there are new draws, new way. The spender had looking for different way to give you draws to children every day. And the children had to consume, they had much money every day, they make a lot of money, and no care if the children have the press, the children have problems, the children is a bit so to drugs, but I don't know, I don't, really don't care, spender. When you have to cash in there and cash and then give it you jail. This is first idea. I try to catch other let the produce the drugs.
Yes, teacher, I agree with you.
Yeah. Anyway, give me a something about what is the process? Is a gear? Is a pull set? What is your process?
For example, in my case, we start with we start with the information for the teacher for the report. And when we start with the investigation, we start with the investigation. We need to investigate or research the 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 label, the principal label of the spend of the drugs. And when we start with the we need to investigate the idea, the excuse me, the identify. What is the uh, wait a minute, the ID, the ID, the ID number. We need to investigate the ID number. We need to investigate or research where they live, and, and what is the principal place when where the principal place that that kind of people spend the drug. We make a video. We make um, um, different investigation. For example, wait a minute, interceptation of calls, and we investigate all the people that uh, state, or all the people um, that relate with that kind of problem. And we continue with the interview for or interview. Yes, we continue with the interview, um, the principal the principal witnesses, testigos, witnesses. When we witnesses, when we interview the principal witnesses, we made an special kind of file, and that kind of file contain a lot of information. For example, the ID number, the photos of the person, videos, a lot of things. When we finish that kind of file, we make a report to the to the to the fiscal. What I mean, to the fiscal, or the prosecution. And when we made a report to the prosecution, um, and the prosecution made a special meeting with the judge, and start with the capture report, or the capture requirement. And when we have the capture, or the with the order, capture order, we capture the draw, the excuse me, the draw spender, and we translate to the meetings to the audience, and finish with the we finish with the audience. When the audience finish, it depends of the fiscal or the judge to translate to the jail.
Yeah. In this case, the boo said, can you ask her the question or how she was or another person or professional person had to ask her about this situation?
It's in the final of the process. So when we translate to the jail, continue with the other investigation. We will continue with the another kind of audience, and that kind of audience need to we need to make an interview with the crimes with the crime. That crime need help or need to be um, need to be accompanied accompanied with the lawyer, um, with the lawyer or with the attorney with the attorney or with the lawyer, and the lawyer assists all of the interview with that person.
Okay, that is a long process you have to do.
Yes, it can take for about 2 years. For about 2 years, the process is very long. It's very difficult, long, and there are a lot of time. They spend a lot of time. They spend a lot of audience. It's difficult. It's difficult. The law is too difficult here in Colombia.
Yeah, I saw you had a lot of busy, many times.
Yeah.
You have many things to do.
Yes, teacher.
Hey, this is the picture. You see the picture. Which are the most important crimes committed by young people? Commit, commit by young people. What is the crime?
And the principal crime for young people is here in Colombia or here in Monteria is spend drugs, stole, um, and no more thing. Here in Monteria
Steal people or thief people?
is still people, yes, still people, and spend drugs. Is the most difficult problem here in Monteria, because Monteria is a good city, but in the majority of Colombia, the bad the mostly crimes is to kill people, steal people, uh, made sexual abuse, uh, a lot of robber, to spend a lot of drugs, to kill people, to kill and rob, stole people, and what is the other crime, the other principal crime, uh,
The steal,
pornography.
steal cell phone.
Yes, still cell phone too. Still still all, because he stole anything, uh, uh, anything can stole. Pornography too. Pornography is
Don't kill people. The young people don't kill young people.
yes,
Don't
a
kill
lot.
people.
Yes, a lot. Young people, adolescents, because the crime, the principal structure crime or crime structure, criminal structure prefer to take young people, because the penalize excuse me, is not strong, because the worst penalize is for a Jones, for an adolescent, it take for about 5 or 6 years, if no more. And so the criminal is to prefer young people. because the penalize is not strong.
No, yeah, here in Medellin is very complicated. That's very, very dangerous. The truth is lost really here. You see the still motorcycle still for a lot. It's still back. It's still vehicle part. It's still many things. It's just really it's just robbery. You like the robbery a lot here. The people, the people kill people a lot, and over here it's just a tragedy. The adults tragedy. The bad adults send to the young people to kill another. They know that the judge or law is easy or easy for children, but I know the problems. The children around the 10 years ago kill another person. The just just can't do anything about him on him. This is one of the big problem here in Medellin. The young people still um, do many things only with telephone. It's telephone.
Yes.
This is sad, really sad here, this situation. For example, Monteria, what is the mortality rate on you people today?
Quality rate. What does it mean for quality rate?
Rate, mortality rate, es como la tasa de mortalidad, tasa,
For
mortality
example,
rate,
for
la tasa de
example,
mortalidad.
for example, here in Monteria, in a month, there are five, there are five, there are five death, or there are five, can be five or can be eight death. Um, is happening. The principal reason uh, is sicariato. Sicariat is killing people. Is killing people with the guns. But it's only five or eight per month. Is I think that is is minor or um, yes is less than the other kind of city or the other principal city, because in Cali is around 13, excuse me, 30 or 40 death for months. Hello.
Okay, I hear you, but the rate mortality is around the young people killed. People killed young very much or less or a few
No,
children,
no,
a lot of children
it's
are killing in Monteria.
no, it's difficult in is in a special case. There are children. There are children there, but in the monthly case are sicariato because for the growth, for the structure, for the kindness structure. But here in Monteria, there aren't enough death of Jones, and Jones that kill is in special. Is special in a special case, but there aren't any case about the sicariato young people or young people that made a kid death to other person. It's difficult. It's in a special case.
Es que, it's not normal. You
No, it's
see
not normal.
over here they kill young people 14 years old, or I kill another. I had a lot of problem in guns, maybe in guns, many guns,
No,
children.
No, I think that is for the structure, crime structure that happen that the death. But here in Monteria is less than another cities.
Yeah, so yeah, here it is. Here in Medellin have this problem. The mortality rate, the rate is very high. Yeah, they kill many young people. Yeah, yeah, the gang, the criminal institution.
In in Cali, in Bogota, and Medellin is more than here. Is more than here. Because the majority of that kind of Jones or that kind of adolescent made a lot of kill a lot of people, kill for the kill and install the people. But here in Monteria is good. Thanks to God.
Um, yes, here, here in Cali, but I don't hear you on in Bogota. Bogota is
Oof, difficult.
more
Is
difficult to
the
hear.
is the top is the top the city the top city. I think that is the top city.
Yeah, actually in Bogota, I couldn't see the couldn't see many young people or children over here on the street. I can see in Cali. I couldn't see. I haven't seen. I haven't I have not seen the children over here on the street in Cali or in Bogota. Here in Medellin, I had experience to see a lot of young people over here sleeping in the still a lot. And
Yeah.
Cali, then Cali as well, the young people is still a lot. But I couldn't see John sleeping on the street. No, no. You have experience in Cali? See the many young people sleeping in the downtown over here.
In Cali, yes, in Cali, a lot around the Comuna 13, 13 community. Oof, there are enough children living in the below for above the bridge. I know another children another a lot of children living in the street. I know another a lot. And in Bogota too, teacher remember Bronx. Bronx had enough have a lot of the children living in the Bronx street.
Um, I know the 13 in Cali what is the neighborhood? What is the neighborhood there?
My neighborhood was well
No,
was
no, no,
or
no, no, no. In Cali, did you say the Comuna 13, Comuna 13?
13 yes 13 Comuna 13 yes in
And in Cali,
yes in Cali.
what is this display? What is this display? I don't know this display. I know this display in Cali.
Yes, it's difficult. It's a difficult place. It's too difficult place in Cali.
Where? And maybe in the
For example,
Just Palace, or what is the neighborhood?
there are a lot of neighborhoods. For example, there are Marroquín, Puerta del Sol. There
Yeah,
are
yeah, yeah. The question is if you see the many children or young people sleeping
yes, teacher.
in the street. Young people that living sleeping on the street in Marroquin.
In Marroquín, I prefer I prefer it and don't visit the Marroquín at night because it was very dangerous. But in Puerta del Sol, I saw a lot of people living below the bridge, below the bridge. in a park. I know a lot of young people living in a park
Living on the bridge.
on the bridges.
Yeah, I can see. I can see. Uh, I saw. I couldn't see. I couldn't see. I couldn't see this in
See,
Cali when I went to Cali. I couldn't see this situation, but you see, you say is right. It's right. Okay, it's right. This situation. But you investigate the young people when the young people kill another person or no, just adults. You investigate children when the children kill other kill someone, or just adults. When the adult abuse or adult kill or adults not treating right adolescents.
yes, teacher, I investigate that kind of crime. ¿Tiene impresora? Wait a minute, please, teacher.
Okay.
Well, yes, wait a minute. Hello, teacher. Well, my principal, Dari. That is my principal, Max. I had to investigate the student that made that make crimes that make crimes in the here in Monteria. So mostly I have to make mostly I had to investigate that kind of young people that may that kill or that may crimes here in Monteria.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, give me the last your question. What days parents can do rise up young persons or you people well?
Can you repeat, teacher? I don't
What's
understand.
today? What's today parent can do to rise up young person well?
Rise up. What do you mean for rise up? It's
What's right?
kind of
Es crecer, rise up es crecer. O criar, criar, crecer.
what is the principal or what is the? Can you repeat the question?
What today parents can do to raise a young person well?
I think that first the respect. The parent need
Respect
to
parents, idea is parents can do. They must to do, and rise up or young or good persons or moral a good person. What is what is the
what is
values or what are you thinking about it? What is the way? What is the good way
I
the person
think that
to
the
can to
values the value is the I think that the principle is values to include to teach the people or to teach the young people to respect their parents, to respect the 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 family. I think that the principal values is respect the parents and next continue with the respect to the adults too. And I think that when when they finish that, became to the institute or the police.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You are very busy over behind you. Anyway, yeah, this time's up. This is good. Thank you for giving me your advice about process and the investigation process and when you got the problem or you have the process with children, the catch children and take care of the translator, the CF, they protect your rights. Thank you for this is explain. And have to rest of the afternoon. Thank you very much.
Thank you, no problem, teacher. Thank
You have a busy behind you. You are busy. Anyway, thank you.
no problem, teacher.
Take care. Thank you
Thank you,
very
teacher.
much.
Thank you, teacher. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.